So I moved here August 1st, even though I'm not yet fully funded. But yeah, it's really cool how the Lord's been providing, even though I've been having to work here. But part of the things that we had to do, the first thing we did was fall launch up here, and this is a pretty typical thing for Navigator and campus ministries just in general, but we kind of make a big push at the beginning of the year to recruit students and get them interested in our group. And so we did that through survey tables, through several hours in subsequent days, just giving out t-shirts, but having them fill out what I might have mentioned to some of you of the spiritual surveys. And yeah, it's really cool how God has just connected us with a lot of students through that. We had a lot of events at the beginning of the Welcome Week. So we did a beach party at Lake Michigan, which was really cool, and it was really cool seeing students we had personally connected to make connections with each other and start to become friends, and so that's been cool. We did what was called Encounter Everyone. Most campuses do what they call Nav nights, but for us it's our main thrust has been personal relationships and small groups. So Nav night isn't really a thing that we're doing, but it's where all those little groups get to come together and continue to talk about what we're going over in our studies. And what we're doing this semester is going through Genesis and kind of the early books of the Old Testament, and seeing how the world was intended to be through God's creation, and how humanity kind of messed that up, but also yeah, just to create a longing for what could have been. But yeah, this week we're doing a urban garden outreach in one of the neighborhoods over here. And if you're familiar with cities, Chicago has a lot of neighborhoods that each have their own kind of culture and flavor to them. And so we're going to one of the neighborhoods that's a lot more underprivileged and yeah, just kind of a rougher side of town, but it's really cool. We're going to be able to take some of our students there and serve with another branch of the Navigators, our I-58 branch over there, so that's really cool. I personally have been able to meet up with like 15 girls, which is super cool, one-on-one, like getting coffee, just grabbing a seat, yeah, somewhere on campus, or getting dinner or lunch, and hearing their stories and sharing my own, and that's been really cool. We really value those relationships here, and not that they don't in other places, but yeah, it's been hard trying to kind of narrow that down for me of like, okay, who should I try to really invest in, and who is kind of only interested yeah, in hanging out and getting free food, but not really wanting to grow spiritually. So and there's a really vast range of that. One girl I'm meeting with, she came to me and was like, I want to grow. I am really tired of like living for myself, and like she's a believer, but she's like, I just want to read the Bible more, learn what it means to follow the Lord more deeply. And I'm just like, okay, let's do this. So that's been cool. But then there's another girl that I'm trying to meet up with who is very questioning. She at one point probably would have considered herself a Christian, but on one of the surveys that she filled out, she marked agnostic and atheist, which is like, you can't really be both. One kind of like cancels out the other, but she just has a lot of questions, and she's been coming to our encounters, and yeah, it's just been so cool seeing her excitement and her value of discovery in that. And as as she reads the Bible with us in our groups, she always comes after me afterwards and is like, okay, I have a question, or like, what about this, and she's just marked all over the surveys we print out for them. But yeah, so there's girls on both ends and somewhere in the middle, and of all sorts of different backgrounds, ethnicities. Some are commuters, some aren't. Some live near where we are, some live in the dorms, and so yeah, it's just really cool seeing how it's different here at this campus than at Georgia or other typical campuses. But yeah, also seeing God prepare the way. I guess I would say some prayer requests that we would have. My roommate and I, Ty, we're still not yet fully funded, so I'm currently at 78%, I think, which is awesome, and I'm so thankful for all of you who have given already. Yeah, just be praying for that. Yeah, that I could focus 100% on being here. Another would be just that the enemy is so real here, and he has made it very clear that he does not like what we're doing and has been pretty aggressive in just kind of little things like that, like logistical things. It's like, oh, it shouldn't be getting in our way, but also just very real, like spiritual attacks, and really hitting the weaknesses of each person on our team, insecurities and lies that he's been feeding us that God did not intend to be there. So yeah, prayer for that would be great. And also just prayer for the girls that we're meeting with, the guys too, and that there would be more men, honestly, who would want to be leaders, who would want to grow, and who are committed to growing. There are several guys in like our student leadership group, but yeah, buy-in is really hard on this campus, having people commit to something because they live so far away, and there's not really an identity on campus like there is in the South. Like, oh, I go to Georgia, I'm a Georgia Bulldog, or I went to South Carolina and I'm a Gamecock, or I went to Florida and there's none of that school spirit, and so it's harder, also because it's a commuter campus, to keep people together. So prayer for that would be awesome. But yeah, I've shared with some of you guys that the verse the Lord kind of brought to mind was essentially the one that says, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest field. It's like Matthew 9, I think, 28 to 30, but yeah, it's so true here. There's no way I can follow up with all those 15 girls and have one-on-one conversations with them every single week. Like, my week would be totally gone, And so yeah, that there would be more laborers, and that the students that are believers would catch that vision and want to invest in younger believers, or people who, their friends that don't yet know the Lord. And we're already seeing some of that, which is so cool. And yeah, just super thankful for a number of things as well, like having this house, for my roommates who are amazing, and I don't know what I would do without them here. My staff team are so great. They're so suited to this city, and have really been the hands and feet of Jesus to me, especially just me getting settled here and being like, I don't know what city life is, I don't know how to get on the transit, but I mean, I do now, I can get places, but just little things like that have been so life-giving to us, and they're all so kind and giving of themselves, even though they have their job and they have their spouses and they have all these things. A lot of them really have found time ways to bless us girls. There's 2 other girls here, but yeah, in really cool ways. Thank you for praying. Thank you for watching this video. But yeah, not every update will be a little video, but I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much. God bless, and yeah, if God's doing cool things in your life, I want to hear about it too. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.